Hey guys, how's your day? I hope it's going well. Here's the second part of the note, as you can see, part B. I'm going to just go through the first example that I have on this sheet, so example 3 today. And then you guys, I'm going to give you a chance to practice 4 and 5. And if you want me to later on, maybe on Wednesday actually, maybe I'll just post the answers and you can compare. If you want me to mark them, I will. You can just have to submit it like you have been. It's not 4 marks, but I can go over it. As you know, on Friday, I'm going to be posting just a little assessment. It's based on these type. You're essentially just getting a question that looks like this, and you just have to fill it out. Okay. What I'm going to be doing is you're going to have to make a table and a graph and just submit it after. So on the graph, you can do it in Desmos too. Once you have your equation, you can just do it in Desmos. It's pretty easy. So I'm just going to go through this one example, and that's it. That's it for today. I'm not going to post anything new tomorrow, Thursday. And yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so please, guys, actually pay attention. Go through the videos. You might have to go through it a couple times. Please just don't give up, okay? Okay, so example 3. Marcus is learning how to snowboard. White Mountain charges $150 an hour for lessons and $60 for the lift ticket and the snowboard rental. I know, crazy snowboarding prices. So, what is the dependent variable? What is the independent variable? So again, what are the two variables? That is the best place to start. So, what are the two variables? Actually, I'll do blue. Okay, so what do we have? We have hour, so time in hours, and money. Money, money, money. Okay, so which one depends on the other? So, does time depend on money? So the amount of time depend on the amount of money you have, or does the amount of money you spend depend on how long you go snowboarding for or how long your lessons are? So I guess you could easily say either or, if you think about it, because you could be like, well, I only have, let's say, $400. That's gonna limit how much my lessons are, and how, like, and my rentals. You could say that. You're kind of right, but I'm going to say our dependent variable is the cost. So the money. And then the dependent variable is time, because if you're going to spend that much money on snowboarding, you're probably going to take the time to actually learn. So you're going to do what you can to actually get there, right? I'm telling you. Okay, that didn't make sense. Anyways, sorry, I was checking an email. Okay, so I know you could find me the other way, but this is just the way it's going to be, okay? This just makes the most sense, and as I said, time is 99% of the time independent variable. So, what do you guys remember from yesterday? The dependent variable is my what? It is my y. Okay. And my y is always in my second column. Okay, I don't know how many times I need to say that. So if we go over to my independent variable is always my x. And that is always, always, always my x. Okay, guys? I hope you guys will remember that. And again, you're going to have this stuff with you when you fill it out. So maybe use it. Okay, so let's get going. So, label, label, label. My dependent is my money. Or total spent. I don't care what you say. Ah. And down here is my time in hours. Okay, so let's start filling it out. Okay, so it says make a table for up to 6 hours. That means that number here has to be 6. Okay, so I'm just going to work backwards. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so let's figure out how much it's going to cost. So let's say he's rented everything, but he hasn't officially started the snowboarding lessons yet. How much has he spent? $60, right? Because that's the base price. Oops. It's the base price. Meow, meow. So at 0 time, he has spent $60. So look at these lines, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're very small. Just go as close as you can, okay? I'm not too worried. I'm going to get the idea. So the time, we know it's $150 per 1 hour. So $150 times 1, because that's the time that I'm calculating it for, plus 60 is going to be 150 times 1 is 150, plus 60 is 210. Okay, if you're not sure, go through the calculator. I'm hoping that you guys can see where my 1 is coming from. Color I haven't used yet. Purple, that's a good choice. Purple and purple. Okay? So, for 1 hour of snowboarding lessons and rental will cost $210. All I'm saying is that these better be the best snowboard instructors in the world. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1 hour. So it's going to be about here. Okay? Cool. Yep, let's do it again. 150 times 2 hours, because it's $150 per 2 hours. What's 150 times 2? 300, plus another 60 is $360. Okay, so again, here's my time for 2 hours. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Good. Okay. Okay, let's do it again. 150 times 3 is 450. 450 plus 60 is 510. Okay, here's my 3. Here's my 510. As close as I can get it. Okay, hopefully you guys can see the pattern by now. Because as you can see, like we did a table of values difference, 360. I'm going to write on this graph, minus 210 is what? Should be 60. Let me double check. 360 minus 210, 150. What did I do wrong? Nothing. Oh yeah, it's 150. That's my slope. I'm just being silly. Okay, 510 minus 360 is equal to 150. So that means This is my slope, right? Because from here, I know these aren't, well, they are pretty points because we know what they are. This rise is $150 because it's per hour. This time is 1 hour. So what is my rate of change? It is a rate of $150 changes every hour. So that means my slope is $150 or 150. So that means 510 plus 150 is going to be 660. Plus 150 is 810. Plus another 150 is going to be 960. Okay, because it's a linear system. It's a straight line. It's going to go up the same every time. Don't believe me? Do the math. 150 times 4 is 600 plus 60, 660. Okay? Okay, guys? I'm really, really hoping that makes sense. I've got enough points on there, so I'm just going to draw my line. It all does come together. Unfortunately, you guys are dealing with a bit more of a difficult situation. But I'm trying to relate everything as much as I can. Yeah. A little off. Okay, close enough. Okay. If we go, there we go. Okay. See you later, ruler. So, as I said, I'm hoping this stuff makes sense to you. I'm going to say that over and over again. Write an equation to model the relationship where C is the cost and N is the number of hours. So, I really went in depth with this last video. So, if you're not sure where I'm getting this next little bit from, please refer back to that video. Okay, Joys of videos, you can watch them over and over and over and over again. So again, remember we always do it with respect to y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, what is my y? My y is my money. So that's my C. C is equal to, what's my slope? Well, we've already found it to be 150. What's my x? My x is time. Time is represented by n. What's my starting amount? $60. Okay? Which this color have I not used yet? Let's go for like a pinky color maybe. Oh. This looks very similar to these equations that I did here, that I used over and over and over again. So that means it's right. Okay. Does this represent partial or direct? Hopefully right away you guys said partial. Doesn't start at 0, 0, or has an initial value. Okay. So, how much will it cost in total for Marcus to take 2.5 hours of lessons? Show your work. It says how your work. Huh, look at that. Okay, so we want 2.5 hours. We know 2.5 hours is between 2 and 3. So we know it's somewhere between $360 and $510. So let's get our equation. $2.5 represents time. Time goes into where? Or n, right? Because in this case, n is represented by the number of hours. C is equal to 150 times 2.5 plus 60. Okay, because you guys are so accustomed to using BEDMAS, you know to multiply first. So I'm going to do 150 times 2.5, which gives me $375. Then I'm going to add my 60, gives me $435. Okay. So if we go back, is $435 between 360 and 510? Yes, yes it is. I don't know. Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't know what that was. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Now let's do it again. Oh my God. If Marcus paid a total of $500, how long was he at White Mountain for? Show your work. Okay, so C is equal to 150N plus 60. This is the total he spent. So we go in there. For you to check your answer, we know $500 is in between these two values again. So we know it's between 2 and 3 hours. Closer to 3 hours, because 500 is closer to 510 than it is 360. So we know it's got to be close to 3. Okay, get n by itself. What do we do first? Subtract 60, subtract 60. 500 minus 60 is 440. How do I get n by itself? I have to divide. Is this going to let me? I'm going to go on the next page. Divide by 150, divide by 150. Ugh. Why? Okay, I'm just going to go down here. What's 440 divided by 150? .93. So as you can see, that's almost a 3. So therefore, he was at the office. He was at the ski hill for 2.93 hours. That doesn't. What's 0.93 of an hour? It is 55 minutes. Okay, so he's like 5 minutes short of a full hour. Hopefully the ski instructor actually gave it to him. I guess it depends on the ski instructor. Okay, so I know I went through that a bit quicker. I hope that makes sense. I just wanted to do that other example with you. Do these next two by yourself. Okay, I'll post the answers later. If you want me to check over your work, I can. And then again, your assessment is on Friday, which you'll be given a question like this, and you got to fill it out. All accordingly, all on EDSB. You'll see it there on Friday. Okay, guys? So enjoy your day. Again, as you know, I am here. And yeah, as I said, let's get through this together. Don't forget to wash your hands.